Hey, what's going on, everybody? I wanted to let you guys know a few things before I started to continue on with my Champions of Alara. I decided to scrap mostly everything, and start afresh. Mainly because I wasn't thinking about creatures and how they should react with other creatures. I was just thinking, oh shit, I gotta get a shitload of creatures out now. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. But then I realized that I should be working on spells and equipment and items more so than creatures, because creatures' effects are pretty much like a spell. And the reason people choose creatures over other creatures is because of the effect of the cards, and say like, oh, I have this spell and I have this creature. Or I could have this creature because this creature already has this spell as an ability. So that is why I chose to take a huge step back and start doing it a little bit different. And I was also thinking of adding agility and in might and will and might as well, so to give you guys a little bit of a variety. But that being said, I'm not stopping the card making process. I have not released anything for Champions of Alara yet, so I know that's not making you guys upset at all. But I am working on another I'm going to turn this light on. I am working on another project with my brother. He's not really big into card games, but what he is into is drawing really messed up drawings and like things that are like stitched together and things that murder the piss at other things. And they're just. I like his art style. And I didn't want to take away from that, because I was going to have him making a set for Champions of Alara called the Abominations. But then I would have to take away, that's like, oh yeah, that one can't have nipples on it, and that name can't be the Abortionist, because that's not right. Well, in this game, it is 18 plus. I have to do that for safety reasons, so I won't get in poop. But the Abortionist will be in that. And there's 5 elements in it, just like, every other trading card game. So, let me see if I can remember them. One is Bones. One is, I think we went with Despair. Blood. Is it Disease? It might be Disease or Plague. We haven't decided that yet. And last one, I think, Fear? I think I said Fear. Yeah, either way, doesn't really matter. It's not 100% yet. But yes, and it's basically like Kaijudo, Pokemon, and my own Champions of Alara game mixed together. So, I'm not going with one thing and one thing only. I want to have a mixture of things. Just checking for P on the ground over there. I wanted to have a mixture of things, different aspects. I was actually looking at Kaijudo today and yesterday, and it's actually not bad. I've never played it. It looks like a good game though, and it's a lot easier. 40 card decks. Your creatures are your mana, and your spells are your mana, which is kind of awesome in a way. So you don't have to stuff another 20 cards in there. Cost less money, which is super. It might cost a few bucks less, actually, because that's a whole 3 sheets of cards that you won't have to use. I'm just thinking of game crafter purposes. So it's like 3 sheets almost of cards that you won't have to use. And that's like a smaller box. I think it might be a smaller box. But all of our beginners decks will have the 7 Deadly Sins in it. The 7 Deadly Sins are going to be the hero cards, like as Champions of Alara has. They're going to be the hero cards of, which is called Keeper of Souls. Your mana or your resource cards are called souls, and for each element has their own color of soul. Now, a creature can be used as a soul. So say you use a blue creature. I'm just using a random color. Use a blue creature and you sacrifice it for its soul. You're using that creature as your resource for any blue card. Make sense? I think it makes sense. But there's also going to be stages of like evolutions or mutations, as we call them in this. So there'll be up to 3 stages. Like the 3rd stage is kind of like an EX version of like a Pokemon, I guess. And another way it's like Pokemon is because of the prize cards. There's 6 prize cards, or treasury, as I'm going to call it. The 7 Deadly Sins, which is your boss, not your hero, but it's like your boss card, has an ability like Greed. I believe his ability is discard all cards in your hand and draw a completely new hand. And you can use this once per game. So pretty much, your boss has 20 health. And whenever you are dealt 3 damage, because you'll have every 3 damage, you get a prize. You get one of your cards from your treasury. And if it has, I don't know what the ability is called, but if it has a certain thing on it, you can cast it right away. It's kind of like Shield Blast from Kaijudo. Yeah, so that's one of the abilities that they have. And I have to go through and do a little bit of research on the 7 Deadly Sins to make sure that it works with the game. Because I'm not sure even how I'm going to do Lust. But we'll figure it out. So yeah, I'm actually quite looking forward to this. Josh seems like he's up for it, so that's pretty good too. Plus he gets free shit out of it, so fuck him. I'm just kidding. Not fuck him, but yeah, he seems pretty cool with it too. And even if this card game doesn't go that far, I'd still be happy just to play with it. Like, play it at home, play it with friends, if I had any. Oh. Yeah, but I just want to let you guys know, Keeper of Souls is also coming out too. I can give you a little bit of a frickin' taste as to what the card back looks like before I shut this off. This is what the card back looks like. The little thing there is a soul. It is inspired by Reaper's Orb from Overwatch and the Curse logo. Kind of looked at them and I was like, how can I merge those into like one thing? Because I like the fire, but I also like that orb that's covered in the thing. So yeah, that is a new game. I hope you guys will like it. Keep in mind, 18 plus. So if there's any parents that are watching this, which is weird that parents would watch this, but if parents are watching this, keep in mind there may be some offensive things in it, like offensive names or anything like that, offensive pictures, like brief nudity or something like that. But keep in mind, they're just sketches. It's just a game. And currently won't be making any money off of it. So I'm in it just for the discounts, bruh. Just in it for the discounts. Buy my own card game, because I'm cool. But yes. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening to this little tidbit of information. And I will get you guys in another video. Peace.